Howdy, folks. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and this is Bjorn's Mighty Thoughts video. Taking some time talking about a random subject. This is not scripted. This is all off the cuff, off the top of my head, and this is my honest opinion. And boy, oh boy, do I got one for you today. And this one's near and dear to me. I'm going to be talking about the AR pistol brace ban that the ATF has put in place because it's nice to see the government overstep its bounds, like I always complain about. Never trust the government. And by the way, I used to work for the government, and buy yourself a gun if you don't already own one. But moving on. Yeah, so apparently the ATF is going to ban pistol braces. And this is, listen, I don't own an AR pistol. Okay. So I don't 100% have a dog in this fight, but I do own firearms. So this is kind of one of those fights that I'm definitely 100% behind, besides the fact I hate the government. But moving on. So this was the old regulations for AR pistols, and which never made sense to me in the first place. But basically what it came down to is you could have a full size pistol, you could have a full size AR like I do, which is the top, 16-inch barrel or longer, and it can have a stock. However, and this part doesn't make sense, if it's shorter than 16 inches, it's considered an AR pistol. And if you put a stock on it, it is considered an SBR or short barreled rifle. Okay. But if you put a pistol brace on it, which is fixed, it's fixed to essentially the gas tube. If your AR pistol has a gas tube, there is different models out there, though. Some are not fixed to the gas tube. Um, it is considered a pistol, and it doesn't have to be registered. However, that has changed because now you have to have it registered. Essentially, you have to have it registered, and you can put a stock on it, this, that, and the other thing, but it's all got to be registered by the government. Now, here's the one thing that never really made sense to me about this whole pistol brace business and SBRs and the whole nine yards. So essentially, you could put a pistol brace in place of a stock, and it would be legal. It'd be still considered a pistol. Doesn't make sense. Now it's not telescoping like a stock would be, but it's still rather short. It is fixed position, just like the one you see here, but it's also got a strap around it so you can actually strap it to your forearm. But as you can see here, this can clearly be doubled up as a stock. See those arm parts there? Those actually bend out and around the forearm. When your forearm's not tucked in there, they typically close shut, or at least the ones that I've seen. And now understand these are only ones I've seen. Now, the other thing is a lot of AR pistols don't come with these, but there is a few, quite a few actually I've seen, that when you buy it directly from the gun store, it will come with a pistol brace already attached. Now, it doesn't take long to put one of these pistol braces on. They're actually relatively easy to take on and off and actually swap out with a stock. So, yeah, that never made sense to me in the first place. It takes like 2 minutes or 3 minutes or something like that. It doesn't take long, and it just never really made sense to me. And I don't think it ever really made sense to anyone, the laws, but I think people have just kind of accepted it because it was, yeah, whatever. You know what? It's fine. We'll deal with it the way it is. But so now you have to register these things with pistol braces, these AR pistols that have the pistol brace as an SBR with the ATF, or within 120 days, or they will come and shoot your dog and arrest you. Sorry, was that too soon about the dog thing? Moving on. And of course, what this comes down to is some genius in the White House and in the government decided that we're going to do this for safety reasons. Because apparently, one of the last mass shootings, or one of the more recent mass shootings that was committed with an AR pistol. and not an AR rifle like the media claimed? I'm a little confused. They were claiming it was an AR-15, but now apparently they're claiming it was AR pistols. Anybody? Nobody? Yeah, I didn't think so. So apparently they're doing this for public safety. And well, while that sounds all good and things of that nature, do you really think it's for public safety? Really? Let's put in perspective that this is nothing but government overreach as per normal. Let's be real, folks. Okay, the people who are doing illegal acts with firearms of this type, they don't care what the law is. They're going to break the law either way. So they're literally willing to turn millions of Americans into criminals overnight for nothing more than government control. And that's what all this is about. It's about more government control. And let's be honest here, while it's just pistol braces now, you damn well know if you're keeping a scorecard that it's going to be a hell of a lot more later. So let's just get that one off the board now. Now, from what I understand, there is companies and people taking the fight to the Supreme Court. Like, hey, this is illegal. This is against the Second Amendment, which it absolutely is against the Second Amendment. And things of that nature. I know some are apparently there's a gun manufacturer or two that's getting in there. There's a lot of different people that's trying to bring this up into the Supreme Court and get the Supreme Court to make a decision on it, which hopefully the Supreme Court will look at the ATF and tell them to go piss up a rope. You're wrong. This is against the Constitution. You can't do this, and let alone you can't enforce this. But we won't go on to that one there. Now, what can you do to essentially combat this government overreach? The best thing that you can do is contact your local congressman, contact the NRA, and tell them you want something done about this. There's also I believe it's the USCCA, which actually probably the USCCA is honestly probably the best one of them because, well, they're more open about the Second Amendment than the NRA is. And, well, the NRA, I don't want to get too involved in the NRA, but I don't really agree with how the NRA feels at times. And, folks, before any of you want to sit there, go in the comments and rant to me about how, oh, well, it's an AR pistol and ARs aren't protected by the Second Amendment, get off your goddamn computer and do everything this says here, and then we'll discuss why you're wrong. Anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap up my video at that. Like I said, do what you can. Fight against the government. This is ridiculous. And it's just going to keep getting worse. Either way, folks, do me a favor. Share this around. Raise awareness. Like this video. Whatever else. Either way, folks, thanks for tuning in. And have yourself a wonderful day. And good luck in the upcoming fight for any of you who own pistol braces. Anyway, folks, once again, thanks for tuning in and have yourself a wonderful day.